You have read out the decision on the gender equality bill. I just want to raise a point of order that it violates the powers of this House under Article 4 of the Constitution, and we should appoint a select committee. There has been a national policy on women's empowerment and gender equality since 2011. These are obligations of the government under the Sustainable Development Goals 5 and a number of women's conventions and agreements that we have signed. Then they are saying that this will allow same-sex marriages and gender this thing. No. It has nothing to do with it. And I am going to recommend that a select committee be appointed to go into it. There are no need to summon the judges. I don't think we should go into that. And majority of the members should be appointed by the Women's Caucus.
If the President or the Prime Minister can challenge any determination given by the Supreme Court on a draft bill, then what is the point of the public challenging any bill before the Supreme Court?
The President made this statement inside the Parliament and not the Presidential Secretariat because of the special immunity that all of us receive while speaking in Parliament. However, I believe that the President as the executive is committing wrongdoing by making statements inside the legislature.
Your concerns are valid, but the route that you are taking, we are a little concerned about. If you go to appoint select committees for each and every determination by the Supreme Court, there will be a confrontational part. May I suggest that the bill be represented, maybe with some changes or without changes, and the Parliament can request the Supreme Court to have a fuller bench to consider it again.
Honorable Charita Herath had questioned why I should be in Parliament. Very clear in Article 32 that the President can come to Parliament and now once in 3 months. And now I have every power and privilege other than a vote.
We have to question whether we are going to maintain the power we possess or not. People possess sovereignty. The President and the Parliament too possess sovereignty. In this case, both the President and the Parliament are together. The judiciary is empowered by Parliament. I do not want to interfere in this.
Further, President Wickremesinghe also commented on the proposed property tax and a new law that would allow the right to burial, cremation or gifting of remains to medical institutions.
There has been a lot of discussion and heartburn about the burials and what took place during COVID-19. Initially, all countries sort of stopped burials and then it went to the WHO. But in Sri Lanka, we appointed a committee, and unfortunately, that committee recommended that we don't allow burial, while WHO took a different view. But then the Supreme Court also upheld the decision of the committee, so the government had to follow that. There was no choice at that stage. But now all this is over, and as we've gone through everything, in this country, any person should have the right to determine whether he is buried or he or she is buried, cremated or given to the medical faculty. Therefore, the minister will bring a law which allows the right of burial, right of cremation or gifting your body to the medical institutions. I just want to tell the House in regard to the rental income, we are going to have a wealth tax. And there will be a very high threshold. So 90% of the people's houses will not even be, one house will be exempt from it. So don't worry, your house is safe. Why is it we are going to rental income? No, this was based on rating. Then we came up with a problem. Rates belongs to the provincial council. So if we go on the rating business, there is a possibility that the court can say this money belongs to the provincial council. So we want to get it here. So we have used a different formula called rental income. Your income tax belongs to the central government. It's the same. You would generally have used the ratings, but to get over the constitutional issue, that we have done this. But it's going to have a very high threshold, and I don't think the vast majority of the people in this country should even be worried about their house. So that's all. But we will have to get on to wealth tax. I know SJB is very, very worried that their billionaires who are with them will get a tax. But nevertheless, this is the reason for it.
Instead of imposing more taxes, our proposal for this bankrupt country is that we are ready to support any program that strengthens tax collection and administration. Further, those who have not been included in the tax net have to be included. Why were 100 billion rupee tax concessions granted to prominent businessmen? 4,200 people have evaded the payment of over 10 million rupees worth of taxes.
එතුමා සංඛ්‍යාලේඛනක මම හිතන්නේ සංඛ්‍යාලේඛන හරි කියලා කොහොම හරි මම කරුණු ටික එතුමාට ලබලා දෙන්නම්.